Excuse me, can you tell me what you think of Channel 4?
Oh, quite frankly, I never watch it. It's all the same old rubbish, isn't it? Mentions about foreigners, all that stuff about disease, and explicit plays about, lesbians. I don't know, that sort of thing makes me feel that. I read somewhere, they've got something on Friday night called Who Dares Wins a Week in Benidorm? What's that all about? I wouldn't watch it if you paid me. Oh, what's it on?
On tonight's show, this man says he's experienced no side effects from working at with scale. Sir Geoffrey Howe explains how a dead sheep can make it big in politics. And we ask, is this audience the best argument for the pill?
Hello. Thank you. And welcome to Who Dares Wins a Week in Benidorm.
Yeah, sorry about the title, it's not our favourite. We were going to call it something that Channel 4 didn't allow, which was The Reverend Ian Paisley Sings Country.
Didn't like that one. We thought another one, which was Raise the Belgrano. Didn't like that.
They also objected to, they shoot peace women, don't they?
Yeah. Anyway, as you said, we're a completely live show, and we've been on the air now about 30 seconds, and we've had about 5 letters of complaint. I've got one here, in fact. Reads, Dear Who Dares Win the Week in Benidorm, I'm watching your show for nearly 30 seconds now, and I really must complain about some of the absolutely tasteless and puerile references in your opening sequence. If this continues, I shall turn over. Yours sincerely, Jeremy Isaacs, controller of Channel 4.
It's one here from some bloke in Cheltenham who writes, Dear Who Dares, etc. Who do you think you're kidding? You've obviously been bribed by the post office. There's no way a letter could be delivered only 20 seconds after it was posted. And certainly not to the right place. You're obviously a couple of frauds. I insist you do the hospital sketch immediately.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Williams, but the time has come when we must take a final decision.
Oh, but he's still alive, isn't he, Doctor?
Technically, yes, but the condition we look for in these cases is known as brain death. That is to say, the brain has simply ceased to operate. Are you ready?
Doctor, he looks so normal.
Yes, doesn't he? But I'm afraid there's no sign whatsoever of positive brain activity. Observe. Mr. Williams, how are things?
The government's doing a fantastic job. There's plenty of work about it if you're prepared to look for it.
Oh, Doctor, if you'd only known him when he was well, he was so alive and bright and clever.
I know, Mrs. Williams.
Police corruption's a thing of the past.
You see, if there were just a flicker of intelligent life, we could...
Noel Edmonds is a fantastic entertainer.
Yes, I do understand, Doctor.
This is the age of the train.
Oh, shut up!
Oh, this is no longer my husband, Doctor. This is just a shell.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's a beautiful composer.
An empty shell.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Williams, but this suffering can't continue.
Is he suffering, Doctor?
No, but we are.
I'm really looking forward to Christmas.
Oh, shut up.
South Africa's back on the road to democracy. Our National Health Service is the envy of the world. Princess Anne's just a bit unphotogenic. The nice thing about Benidorm is it's so unspoiled.
It's really quite a simple procedure.
Oh, no!
Channel 4's been a great success.
Do it, Doctor! Do it now!
Cecil Parkinson's just one of the lads.
Good to assist. funny you wouldn't put up with it, though. What a way to go. Well, you must excuse me, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, if I seem a bit subdued tonight, but, well, as you can plainly hear from that sketch, I'm an American, and this is a very sad occasion because it's exactly 20 years ago this month that John F. Kennedy was gunned down. It's funny, isn't it, how you can remember exactly where you were when you heard the news. I remember I was in this little restaurant in New York, and, well, I'd just been brought my first course, and the man at the next table had a radio, and it was on, and I heard the news, and I got this feeling in my insides, and I just looked down at the plate, and I thought, these prawns are off. So I discreetly called the waiter over. Hey, bud, I said, I ordered fresh prawns. And the waiter came over and he said, they've shot him. And he had tears streaming down his face. And I looked up at him and I said, stop crying on my toast, dummy. Well, every year when this anniversary comes around, I really admired John F. Kennedy. I mean, I admired his ideals. I admired his personality. I admired the way he was apparently perpetually screwing actresses. And so every year about this time, I look at the dates and I remember that night. And I remember those prawns. And I think hard about John F. Kennedy. And
This looks so fresh and clean.
But your wash could be whiter, couldn't it?
Sorry?
With new improved Surge, clothes come out ultra-white. Are yours ultra-white?
Well, I suppose not.
Exactly. In fact, from here, they look pretty grubby.
You say that?
No wonder your little boy gets called Scruff Bag. And why do you think your husband missed out on that promotion?
Oh, I don't know.
It was those grey cuffs, wasn't it? If you'd been using Surge, he'd have got that job.
How can you?
So he wouldn't have attempted that overdose.
Don't.
And he'd still be in love with you, instead of knocking off the barmaid at the Dog and Duck.
What?
I bet she uses Surge.
Oh, God.
She's probably doing his shirts for him right now.
Oh, don't stop it. I can't take it anymore. Oh, Jeremy.
Yes, new improved Surge. For proper mums and wives.
just two of the many prize-winning commercials made by us here at Cooper & Klutz.
And they add up to one really big reason why we're the company for you, Mr. Heseltine.
Or may we call you Mike? You see, Mike, we've got the talent.
We've got the campaign.
And we've got the strategy to sell your nuclear deterrent to the British public. Take it away, Dave.
Thank you, Johnny. One, what is a missile?
Answer. A missile is a negative concept.
We know because we've done research.
In this very room, we have a sample cross-section of the British public. And we're going to ask them one very simple question. Do you want to die? You see? Not one single positive response, clear customer resistance to your product.
But let's put the question another way, Johnny.
Go for it, Dave.
Oi, you pervert.
In answer to the question, do you like dropping anchor in Bombay? An overwhelming majority said no. In fact, everyone here except that gentleman right there.
Hi.
You see, Mike, you've tried the peace through strength angle.
You've tried the red menace angle.
But we've got the winner.
The if you don't like missiles,
You're poof.
angle.
See, CND means Campaign for Nancy's and Dice. Not bad,
But wait a minute, Mike. Some of your missiles are called Cruise.
Cruise? That's what they do in New York gay bars.
Actually, he's right.
But we got our creative staff right onto it, and they came up with the name, the Hunky Bird.
They came up with the Orange Stallion.
But after exhaustive research, we go with the Throbber.
Just picture the car stickers, Mike.
Throbbers go all the way. You get a bigger bang with a Throbber.
We've got to go for the hard sell.
He's right, Mike.
Don't just sneak your missiles into the country.
If you've got them, flaunt them! In fact, let's stress all the positive features of thermonuclear exchange.
Right. One, it won't drag on and on like Winds of War did.
Two, people are more united when the bombs are falling.
They really fuse together.
Three, it will finally dispense with the Germans as a concept.
And four, the survivors will look really funny.
We're the guys for you, Mike.
But if you still need some convincing, have a look at some more of our award-winning commercials. Hello, welcome back. Have you ever thought about the human brain? Now, because the brain can master so many complex...
Excuse me, Tony, this, very sorry, we'll get straight back to the show as soon as we can. As I say, we are going out live and these things do happen. It shouldn't take a tick. Is there anybody here who owns a red Volvo saloon? I'm serious. A red Volvo saloon, HLL583V. That's a red Volvo saloon, HLL583V. It's you, sir, right. Fine. Volvos are, Swedish, isn't it? Yeah. Is it? British car not good enough for you, is it? Mini Metro not up to your high standards, yeah? Could we just, show this man the kind of person he is? The red Volvo saloon, huh? It's only the tip of the iceberg, isn't it, Boris? Yes. You want me satisfied? I'm sorry, Tony. You want me satisfied until this country's economy on its knees. Will you, eh? Hey, there was a lovely nuclear power no thanks sticker on the rear window. Nice try, Ivan. No nuclear power, no thanks for us. Here, another one. Bang, 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 bang. You and your rusty playmate are a jackboot thing up Oxford Street. Well, your little ruse hasn't worked, Boris. Okay, so you get your red Volvo, okay, and you piss off back to Moscow. Where do you come from?
Chingford, mate.
Yeah, okay. You get your red Volvo, and you get back to Chingford.
Sorry about that. Slight itch. Back to the show. Tony. Great performer.
Now, because the human brain can master so many complex functions, it is perhaps all too easy for us to forget that each human action or function requires a series of millions of electrical nerve impulses, millions of chemical reactions, and millions of precise mechanical coordinations. Even the very simplest of actions, like, for instance, lifting up this tumbler full of liquid, bringing it to my lips, bringing it... and putting it back on the table. The sort of thing each one of us does 100 times every day without realising the enormous complexity of precisely what it is we're doing. One of the most complex human activities is the one associated with talking, the faculty of speech. Speaking. Language. The ability to communicate. Even the very simplest of human actions, even the very simplest of human actions like standing up, requires a series of highly correlated links between mind, body, and...
When the light in my eyes, the life of my soul suddenly fails. There is one thing, girl, I'll be thankful for, that oh yes, that I wasn't born in Wales. Cause the Welsh are appalling, but don't think this is prejudice. It's been scientifically proven by the world's top anthropologists. It's those Welsh are so awful, their rudeness never stops. You've noticed how they start talking Welsh as soon as you walk into their shops. Girl, we've had bad times when we wanted to cry. But the worst time, remember girl, the worst time we ever spent was those 2 weeks we spent away camping in a field near a coal mine. A coal mine in Gwent. Yes, the Welsh are appalling. They speak like a tape in reverse. They say hloop and loop and jigya, and their singing is even worse. They sing hymns when they're happy. They sing hymns when they're feeling blue. They sing hymns in Wales all the time. There's bugger all else to do. I say the Welsh are appalling, but don't think insulting my scene. Some of my best friends are gloomy, short, and mean. Yes, the Welsh are so boring, they're miserable, ugly, and mad. The Welsh are appalling, but compared to the Scots, they're not bad.
Oh, dear Christ. Excuse me?
Yes?
Are you trying to do what I'm trying to do?
What? Give a sample of,
A sperm, yes?
Yeah.
Any luck?
No.
Me neither. Why are you here then?
Well, we're having a few problems.
Oh.
Yes. Having children. Yes.
Oh, I see. The wife?
Yes.
What's up?
She lives in Canada.
Oh, I see you're sending it over to her.
Yeah. It's a new company called Sperm.
Really?
No problems with custom?
No. You're allowed 20 centilitres or a bottle of spirits.
So she's getting a bottle of scotch then?
Yes, it is. Right, yes, she is, yes.
Hello. As you're probably aware, this is the first anniversary of Channel 4. And to commemorate this event, we thought we'd hold our very own award ceremony.
Thank you, Glenda. Thank you. You know, as your very special guest, I feel very proud and privileged to have been invited over here to take part in these auspicious proceedings.
The award...
No, I must add a note here of personal thanks. I'm sure you folks will forgive me. I'm sure Glenda will. But I just want to say, well, in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, Channel 4 has meant a very great deal to me personally over the last 12 minutes. And I just, well, I don't have the words. I'll hand it over to Glenda. Go ahead, Glenda.
It's Brenda, actually.
What?
Brenda, my name's Brenda.
Brenda?
Brenda.
Brenda? Who is she?
I don't actually know.
No, you said Glenda. No, I know it was a bad connection. But you clearly said Glenda Jackson.
Helped to make Channel 4 a success. And we've had great difficulty.
Well, it's not just the faces in front of the cameras, is it, folks? It's the little guys, the little fellows, the teeny weeny little fellows behind the scenes that work with us, the big guys, to bring you the laughs, the thrills. It's teamwork. I'm talking care. Who's the fat Yank?
I've never seen him before. Looks like a fat guy in Bonanza.
Could be a photo or something.
Yeah.
Welcome, comrade.
Thank you, comrade.
Welcome, comrade.
Thank you, comrade.
Welcome.
Oh, right, I put the formalities. Oh, then,
Comrade.
yeah. As you know, we're in the militant tendency. And then you get this run out of ranks.
True.
But we must be very careful in choosing possible new recruits.
Yeah, I understand.
Great. Now, as far as I can see, your curriculum vitae is impeccable.
Got it, yeah.
Impeccable.
Age 3, organised first picket at nursery school against compulsory naps in the afternoon.
Nice one, comrade.
Went to London Central Polytechnic in October 78. Organised sitting on first aid demands and creche facilities for single students with no children.
Nice one.
And most recently activated tripwire on Brighton Beach during clinic's photo session with the press.
Love it to death! Indeed. There's only one thing, we're going to have to say no. What? Comrade, we've thought about it long and hard.
Long.
And very, very hard.
And long.
And very, very hard.
And long.
But there's only one thing, you see. At the end of the day, you're politically unsound.
Politically unsound.
I don't understand.
You don't talk with a funny Liverpool accent. What? Everybody in a tendency talks with a ridiculous Scouse accent, don't we, lads? Do you know what I mean? If we took you, we'd be setting the dangerous proceedings. What do I mean? Imagine. You talk to a member of the press, right? And then he actually understands what you say.
Could be very embarrassing.
Could be the end of the minute.
Are you serious?
You sound just like the Queen Mother, and more like us, we used to let you in. But we can't take the risk. I'm sorry.
You formalistic paglites.
Did you understand that?
No, not a word.
Well done, comrade, get in. Do you know that little boy lifted up his tiny, diseased little eyes and said to me, in that failing voice that I'll remember, Bill, Channel 4 will live on after me, won't it? And I said, rest easy, little Timmy. Channel 4 is here to stay.
Shut up.
This can be cut out, can it? I mean, you can fix this and everything, right? I mean, live. I mean, live? I don't work live. Now?
The award for the best film report goes to Damien Davidson.
This is war-torn San Cristobal, country that is being rent asunder. Even as I speak, government forces are attacking rebels in the surrounding area. And just over here, a few minutes ago, I saw an entire artillery unit blown to smithereens by a direct hit from a mortar. Twisted, charred limbs flew through the air in a grim cascade of death. In all my years as a war correspondent, I think it's by far the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. But how does the president, Umberto Riaz, react to allegations that the war is a direct result of his strict regime?
You must remember, here in San Cristobal, we have many difficulties. The weak economy, population problem.
At the last census in February, the population was approximately 27 million people.
Correct.
And now it's estimated at approximately 19. Right. How do you account for the apparent absence of such a large proportion of your subjects?
Well, Damien, personally, I put it down to the holiday season.
But what about those in the front line? Can I ask you what damage you think this war is doing to your country?
None.
Why do you say that?
I come from Belgium.
What about you? Are you from San Cristobal?
Where?
Is there anyone here from San Cristobal? Anyone from anywhere near San Cristobal?
No,
I'm from neighboring El Baragua.
And how did you get involved in this war?
I don't know, I just came across to complain about the noise. Tank doors, day and night, they don't care. And the big explosions, all day and all night.
The only person from San Cristobal he could find was this man. He complained bitterly about being abducted from his village.
I tell you, I'm really fed up. I've been abducted 23 times now. 12 times by the government forces, 9 times by the rebels, and twice by the Moonies. Twice taken under it. She says I deliberately keep getting abducted just to avoid all the little jobs that need doing around the house. I'm really pissed off. Do you want to meet my sister?
It's a profoundly complex struggle, and no one's really sure who's funding the government forces. But despite constant denials, suspicions remain that these troops are in fact sponsored by the United States. This is absolutely tragic. For here lies yet another symbol of the tragedy of this war-torn country. Another statistic in the grim catalogue of carnage. Another native of San Cristobal who's ended up... Buenos dias. This is Damien Davidson, San Cristobal.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Useless. Do you think it would be easier if we helped each other?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry, I meant, sort of turning each other on, talk dirty to each other.
If you like, yes.
Okay, you start.
Right, fine. Come on, give it to me, Mr. Badger.
Who?
It's Mr. Badger. Mr. Badger, my wife's pet name for me.
Is it really?
Yes. Yes.
Can we try something less specific?
Yes, of course. Okay. Hurt me, you massive stallion. Come on, oh Viking warrior. Be my love machine.
Hang on. Where's the feeling? Where's the passion? I've got to think you mean it, for God's sake.
No,
I'm sorry, it sounds so flat, it sounds as you're reading it.
No, it's a very hollow experience for me. I mean, I hardly know you, do I? I don't even know what you look like.
Oh, I've got a photo here, actually.
Well, that might help.
Well, I step up I'll just punch.
That was a lovely photo.
Thanks, yeah, it's a good one, yeah.
Is that Brighton?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Know it well.
Yeah.
Do you live in Brighton?
Oh, we've got a little house just outside.
Hove?
No, a house. We've sold our home.
Oh, right. Who's this young girl next to you?
Oh, that's Karen. My daughter, she's 12 now.
She's lovely, isn't she?
Yeah.
Give her a couple of years and she'll be a real crack. In fact,
Sorry,
very well developed. I'll just hang on for a while. Oh, God, I'm awfully sorry.
What?
Oh, God, that's unforgivable. I've completely ruined it.
What have you done?
I've dropped it down the toilet.
Really?
Sorry.
No, it's pointless. We're going to have to tell them we can't do it.
Yes, to face that lady doctor.
Bossy old cow.
Yeah, she'll be livid.
Yeah. Very sarcastic.
Yeah, probably shout at us.
Yeah, stamp her feet a lot.
Yeah. You know, I think I'm going to be able to give a sample after all.
Yeah.
And they call us vulgar. Well, this here's a little song I wrote a couple of years ago when I was in Huntsville. And you people here in England probably don't know, but Huntsville is the state prison in Texas. I was there for a little. Never mind about that, but I wrote this song and I called it Jailbreak because it expresses my desires and my longings to be free, me and the other guys who are incarcerated in there. Jailbreak, well, the song speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Jailbreak.
Alright, we've got the deal through. We forget about the 5 uppers you made during the course of your arrest. You get immunity from prosecution, round-the-clock protection, false name and documents, alright?
Yeah.
And the villa in the Bahamas, alright?
Fine.
And in return, you give us some names, Eddie.
Fine.
You do know some names, don't you, Eddie?
Of course, yeah.
Right. Well, let's have a look.
Right. Plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's all fixed up. We've got an appointment tomorrow, alright?
Great.
Hang on, give us names.
Right. This villa in the Bahamas, nice area, is it?
Oh, yeah, we send all our super grasses there.
So sort of posh type of
Yeah. Well, it's a bit gossipy, you know.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Give us the names.
Simon Le Bon.
I'll get that down, Sergeant. What is it, Eddie? Jellyman, Wheels?
Singer. He's the one who looked like after I've had me plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah, make a note of that.
Le Bon.
Yeah, I've got that.
Well, I don't know the story.
Yeah, it must be difficult.
Yeah, there's so many. Stewart.
First name?
I don't know.
Oh, nicknames then.
The Butcher.
Sounds nasty. What's he done?
High Streets mainly.
Now we'll get somewhere.
Excuse me, sir.
Quiet, Sergeant. Who else, Eddie?
Freeman. Hardy. And Willis.
These aren't crooks, sir. They're shops.
These aren't crooks, Eddie, they're shops.
Are they?
You can appreciate what I've done for you, son. I put my neck on the line for you. Wasn't it easy to get immunity for a multiple axe murderer, mate?
All right. Robo-chef.
Robo-chef, mate. No, wait a minute. Sergeant, wait a minute. This is it, Eddie. You're not going to get a robo-chef until you give us some names. Real names of real people. Real criminal people, Eddie.
All right.
Right, start again. Go.
Wilkins, Raymond.
Yeah, go on.
Francis, Mariner.
Keep talking.
Neil Samuel, Phil Neal.
Eddie. That's the England football team, Eddie.
So?
I said I wanted criminals.
Did you see the game against Denmark? And I wake up and she's sleeping, her little heart is beating, and she's breathing soft and gentle, and her breasts they gently rise and gently fall. And I think about the night before when we made love upon the floor. It's been 10 years since we were wed, but still it's paradise in bed, 'cause I love her. I get up and I wander to the kitchen where I make her some coffee, and I wake her to tell her I love her. And she looks at me and says, "Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?"
Darling. David,
What is it, Barbara? It's very late.
it's important, darling. It's about us.
What's wrong?
Well, you know when we were first married,
Yeah.
you said we'd
Yeah.
always tell the truth.
Yeah.
I mean everything, darling.
Yeah, everything.
And provided we were honest with each other, it wouldn't matter.
No, provided we were honest with each other, it wouldn't matter.
Well, there's something I have to tell you, something I've known for some time.
All right, what is it?
Well, it's just that...
What is it?
Well, it's just... Osmium is the heaviest metal known to man.
I see.
You did say everything.
Yes, yeah, fine, yeah, everything, fine. How long have you known this?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Hang on, we had that dinner party 2 weeks ago. That guy, wasn't it? Peter was... God, Peter the science teacher.
Don't be silly, darling. You jumped to conclusions.
He told you that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
But Barbara, I always thought it was iridium.
Oh, it's much heavier than iridium.
I'm sure it is. Oh, heavy, aggressive, bush, osmium.
I tried to tell you the other day at the church bazaar.
Oh, great. You mean I was talking to the vicar? I was saying, Vicar, Mrs. Meadow's rock cakes are so heavy they must have iridium in them. And you and Peter were just standing by there and laughing at me, knowing all the time that osmium was much heavier.
Oh, it's not
Okay. If we're having an honesty session, there's something I've got to tell you. The German for bio is Kugelschreiber.
You bastard.
Oh, yes. The boots on the other foot now, isn't it, Miss Osmium?
You self-righteous bastard, you! I've been having off with your best friend Roger for the past 18 months.
You know, they've got a word for one like you.
Yes, what?
Chemistry ball!
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most successful British actors ever to have hit the Hollywood movie big time must surely be Roger James Bond Moore. And tonight here on Who Dares Wins a Week in Benidorm, an exclusive interview with Mr. Roger Moore had been planned, but unfortunately he declined at the last minute. He's working on some crappy film. At least that's what his agent said, though. If you ask me, he's probably thought, you know, why should I get on a plane and fly all the way from Los Angeles to London and do a 3-minute spot on some Poxy Channel 4 show, which no one's going to watch anyway. And he's probably found something better to do, like painting his face orange or nailing up his eyebrow. He could have phoned, couldn't he? He could have phoned and said, hey boys, I can't come over. I've got the builders in doing my face. I mean, we would have picked him up at the airport. Tony could have gone and got him. We could have found a spare crash helmet from somewhere. And accommodation wouldn't have been a problem. He could have crashed out on my floor. I've got these cushions things and a spare duvet and a big old greatcoat he could put over him. I've got some lagers in especially. I've got some cans in case he wanted a late night, because apparently he does, yeah. And if he pulled some tart after the show, he could have had the bed, I'd have slept on the floor. I've had bigger stars than him. Dustin Hoffman's crashed out of mine, yeah? He wasn't too proud. He did pinch my alarm clock though. I've had big... and he pissed in the wash basin. I've had bigger stars... Or was that Meryl Streep? I've had bigger stars than Roger Moore on my floor. Elvis Presley, yeah? He's been on my floor before he died. Peter O'Toole, before he died, he was there. We could have got him back to the airport on time in the morning. Okay, I haven't got an alarm clock, not since Hoffman was over. Yeah, but the bin men are always around at 6 o'clock in the morning, banging away. And that's the trouble with living next door to a couple of gay bin men. I wouldn't mind if he could act, Roger Moore, but, you know, fifth rate, wouldn't Roger Moore, he'd get a drama school, he went to Timber Yard. Oliver Reed's Timber Yard. And another thing, he sits on the bog, apparently, sits on the bog, picking his nose, and flicking his bogey against the door. Yeah? Or is that Jacqueline Bisset? Hey Rog, if you're watching out there in LA, and don't say you can't get Channel 4 in LA, and you can probably pick it up on your eyebrow. We don't need you, Rog. We don't need you, Rog. I don't need to interview you. I've got interesting, ordinary people I can talk to now. You, sir. What's your name? Paul. Paul? Yes. Oh, I love your name. What's the surname? Hurd. Paul Hurd. I'd like to talk to you. Do you mind just standing up for a moment? I'd just like to talk to... Yeah, I mind, yeah. Do you mind, the lady standing over here, do you mind giving up your seat for me? So, Paul, nice to have you on the show. Thanks for coming. That's okay. How's work on the new Bond film coming along? Is it, fans of Octopussy, I'm sure, are very keen to know. What's it like? What's it like going to bed with Lord Adams? It's out of this world. That's not what she said. That's what we both said. Well, I have to interrupt you there, Paul, because you're being much funnier than I am. So ladies and gentlemen, a big round please for Paul Hurd.
This is war-torn San Cristobal, and these are the men and women of the rebel forces of Skippo, a raggle-taggle army made up largely of peasants, Marxist sympathisers, and several orienteering experts from Dublin. The rebels have few weapons, but they do receive some outside help in the form of this Cuban advisor.
I have a big dilemma, comrade.
My boyfriend keeps asking me to go on a camping holiday with him, but I know what it will lead to, and I don't think I'm ready. What do you advise?
Well, if he loves you, he won't rush you. Okay? Any more questions?
This is absolutely fantastic. Even as I speak, government forces are sweeping down with steady and be shot. Just one more symbol of the tragedy of this bloody marvelous war. By far the best war. I've been shot in the back. This is a war-winning stuff, sure. But reveal exclusively that everything's going black. It's magic. Thank you. I'd like to thank all the people who made this. This is Davy and David. Each heart builds you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's worth mentioning at this point that the next sketch, which was specially written for the show, is the funniest, most original sketch ever written. And we had built, especially for it, a wonderful set, cost £18,000, third of our budget in fact. But unfortunately, somebody left the only copy of it on a number 29 bus going to Wood Green. So we can't do it. However, as we're lumbered with this very expensive set, we thought we'd put another sketch onto it and hope you enjoy it.
Day 44 of the expedition finds us still 2,000 feet from the summit. Ill fortune has dogged us. We are now bivouacked on a 4-foot ledge, 26,000 feet above the island voyages. The weather seems to be getting worse. As I write, the sun rises on yet another bleak Himalayan day.
This is it, isn't it? Look at this godforsaken place. Everybody nothing but rust, snow, inhospitable, freezing, bloody wilderness.
Oh, control yourself.
I'm sorry.
You know, this is why I became a mountaineer. To get away from my boring old job and my boring old office in Whitehall.
You're mad. Don't you think there's nothing else we can do now but die?
He's gone. He's coming back. No false alarm, he bounds.
Well, just the two of us then.
Yes. And nothing left to eat.
I suppose you know what that means.
Yes. We're going to have to eat each other.
Yes. Hang on, how can we eat each other?
Well, I'll eat you first.
Oh, fine. Hang on, why are you going to eat me first?
It's Wednesday.
So?
I'm Jewish.
I'm sorry. Wasn't thinking. Right, okay, fine.
Bon appetit. Thank you very much.
Hey, hang on, you can't eat raw. What? Well, you've got to cook me, you can't.
How do you cook a human?
I don't know.
Neither do I. But it's one of the interesting questions I'd like to put to our next guest, Vincent Coiffier.
Well, so many people have asked me this question that I've decided to bring out a new book called Cooking with Humans. In fact, mountaineers are particularly versatile. You see, because of the frostbite, you can just snap their toesies off and stick it in your gym while you're cooking. And here's a little tip. If you're like me, and I'm sure you are, you always have friends dropping in unexpectedly when you have nothing in the larder. Well, you can just eat one of them. Happy munching.
Thank you, Mr. Coiffier. As we've only got 20 seconds left, And I'd like to remind you that tomorrow is bonfire night. And for any of you with pets, do remember, please, that pets can be very easily frightened by loud fireworks. Another good way to frighten them, of course, is to chase them with a Hoover. Good night.